Hey, fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with BehindTheGloves.com, and I am here with Joel Diaz. Thank you so much for your time. Joel, there's just so much talk going on this week with Pacquiao and Bradley, the rematch. I mean, this is a much anticipated fight, which, as you can tell, everyone's really hyped up about it. Let's compare his last fights against Marquez and Ruslan Provodnikov. You have managed, and I hope this isn't taken wrong, but it's like you've managed to, if you put him as clay, you molded him into this amazing fighter. He doesn't get enough credit. Why do you think that is?
I really don't know. He just keeps fighting and keeps winning. I mean, I think there's different people, different choices, different likes, and I just think a lot of people don't like Tim's style. They want to see knockouts. They want to see explosive fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez, like Manny Pacquiao, those heavy hitters. They want to see fights where, they want to go down and they get up and they keep fighting. Timothy is more of a strategy type of fighter. And every fight that he's had, he has been improving. I think that after he beat Ruslan and after he beat Marquez, his confidence level went high. And now coming into this Manny Pacquiao fight for the second time, you guys are going to see a different Bradley. He's trained differently. Strategy is the same, but trained a little differently. We put in a little more punching power so that we can decisively beat Manny Pacquiao Saturday night.
Now, after the Marquez fight, Bradley walked into the post-fight press conference happy. You could see the smile on his face. After everything that was said with Nacho as well as Marquez, and they basically made it seem as if he should have lost. How does that feel to feel like, you've put in all this hard work, you're having to prove yourself continuously, and yet people still try to find reason to knock him?
I really don't know. I really don't see that point. That night it was a happy night for us because I told Tim, I said, I don't want you to go in there and please anybody. I want you to please yourself. Have fun. He did. He says, Coach, I'm not going to do anything that you don't tell me to do. I said, just get in there and win. He did. Had fun and won. And then by Nacho and Marquez feeling like they won the fight, it was a shocking moment for us. Because, Timothy really cruised it. He didn't really do much. I held him back a lot. And for the same reason that I didn't want him to run into a punch where he could get hurt. But we made sure we won that fight. And, it was just a little awkward, just listening to Nacho saying that he felt that he won the fight.
What did you do differently in between the two training camps? Because when he fought Ruslan and when he fought Marquez, he was two different people.
Well, it wasn't what I did. It was what he did. Mm-hmm. The controversy on the first Manny Pacquiao fight really hurt him emotionally. And we had a fight game that night, and he threw it out the door. And he went out on his own, trying to get credit from the people. So he gave himself in to a hard fight with Ruslan so that he can come back and get some fans to tell him, you know what, Tim, you did great. You fought a tough fight. So he gave in a little bit of his life in there by going a hard fight with Ruslan just to get some better approaches than he had in the past. And that right there, coming into the Marquez fight, he told me, Coach, I cannot make those same mistakes. I wasn't listening to you. So, and he knows all the time that when he listens to me, he does great. And when he goes on his own, he gets in trouble.
Right. Just a thought. Do you ever find it a little hypocritical how the boxer takes the blame for the decisions that the judges decide?
Yeah, it's always been like that. It's just part of boxing.
Sucks, right? Because, look at all the social media abuse that he went through. It's just completely unfair to attack someone who... It's not like he got in the ring and said, okay, you have to make me win. They obviously chose him to be the winner, and yet he's the one who got the backlash of it.
Yeah, it just hurts a lot of fighters emotionally, Tim Bradley at the time after the fight, he was at home. He didn't want to go out. He felt isolated, He got death threats, letters, insults, all those negative things. And
what was supposed to be one of the most exciting moments of his career?
Yeah, of course.
His life.
It was supposed to be one of the most exciting moments of our career, of our lives. And it was the worst moment. Because when he tells me, Coach, I lost the love for the sport that I've done for 18 years, that was sad because he's putting a lot of time. He's given everything in the ring to be where he's at, and to be approached that way, it was bad, as well as us as his team. You know, family, our families, and everybody would always get negative approaches, and we don't want that. That's why now we are so glad that we got the second opportunity to put it on the line. You know, either we win or we lose, but we don't want to walk away with a controversy.
Well, look, I wish you guys nothing but the best. I feel like you are so underrated, and I really hope that this year as a trainer that you get the recognition that you deserve. And hopefully, you know, let's say he does win Saturday night, that maybe that will be your moment.
Thank you. Well, I really appreciate that. You know, you always have that sincere people. You know, they don't come around too often, but I really appreciate that from you.
No problem. Thanks, fight fans.
Thank you.